All right. This whale just opened a $30.9 million XRP long position. What's coming? And that's from our news source Times tabloid. Now, what would you do if you woke up, opened your trading app, and saw your portfolio down by $3.2 million in a single week? Most people would panic sell, lock themselves in a dark room, and question every decision they've ever made in their life. But right now, there is a mysterious mega whale out there who is looking at exactly that kind of loss, and they aren't flinching. In fact, they are doubling down on their conviction. Crypto commentator right here, Xaif, recently shook up the community on X by sharing a video right here of an absolutely jaw-dropping trading dashboard. We are talking about a single wallet that has loaded up on a massive $81.5 million in total market exposure using extreme 20 times leverage. Part of the bet is a massive $50 million long position on Bitcoin. But the real shocker is a staggering 39 point million. It's a $39.9 million leverage long position strictly on XRP. The numbers are so terrifying. The losses are mounting, but the position remains wide open. Why would someone put this much money on the line during one of the rockiest months of the year? Is this pure financial madness, or does this whale possess insider knowledge about a massive market shift that the rest of us can't see yet? So let's pull back the curtain and look at the real data behind this monster trade. Alright, our very first question right here is what exactly is inside this $81 million bet? To truly grasp how insane this trade is, we have to look at the exact numbers on the dashboard shared here by Xaif. This wallet is currently holding over 27.9 million XRP tokens with an average entry price of $1.126. Right now, the mark price is hovering around $1.10, which puts the single XRP position over $524,000 underwater. But it gets crazier when you look at the Bitcoin side of their portfolio. They are holding 809 Bitcoins with an entry price of $65,049. With Bitcoin currently sitting lower, the position is over $2 million in the red. Collectively, this trader is looking at an unrealized loss of over $2.6 million, and the return on equity is sitting at a negative 63%. Now, here comes my opinion. When I observed this as a market observer, my immediate thought is that this isn't a retail trader playing with launch money. This is an institutional grade player or an incredibly wealthy individual who operates with an entirely different psychological playbook. The fact that their account value is around $7.8 million, yet they are managing over $81 million in total position value, tells me they are comfortable balancing on a nice edge. They aren't treating this like a quick trade. They are treating it like a strategic chess piece. Now, why is the liquidation price the most critical number right now? With extreme 20 times leverage, your biggest enemy isn't just the daily price drops, it's the liquidation line. For this whale's massive XRP position, the hard liquidation price is set exactly at $0.922, right? Let's just highlight this part. That's the liquidation price. This means that from current levels, XRP only has to drop roughly another 17% before the exchange automatically steps in, closes the position, and completely wipes out this multi-million-dollar account. This is happening at a time when XRP has had a rough June, dropping close to 20% due to a hawkish Federal Reserve and general macroeconomic pressure hitting the entire crypto space. Now, here comes my opinion. My take on this specific liquidation boundary is that the whale has intentionally placed their defense line just below major psychological support. They know that a 17% drop would require a complete capitulation of the broader crypto market. By leaving the trade open with zero free margin left in the account, they are essentially playing a high-stakes game of chicken with the market makers. They are betting everything that the absolute bottom of this June correction is already in. Now, do the whales know something that the community is missing? Whenever a transaction of this magnitude pops up on X, the crypto community immediately splits into two fiercely opposing camps. The analysts who share the post, Xaif, openly suggest that these monster positions indicate that the whales know something the public doesn't. However, not everyone is buying into the bullish hype. Some community members immediately push back, pointing out that we have seen countless whales lose fortunes by mistiming the market. Others are even trying to trade to the ongoing legal shift in Washington, arguing that even if the highly anticipated Clarity Act passes, it might lead to a sell the news event rather than an immediate price explosion. Now, here comes my opinion. I lean heavily toward caution here. It is dangerously easy to look at a $30 million trade and assume it's a guaranteed win just because the wallet is rich. But history proves that whales get wrecked just like retail traders when they over-leverage. My view is that we shouldn't copy this trade blindly, but we must acknowledge the narrative shift it represents. This whale is banking on a structural trend reversal. They are looking past the short-term noise of the Federal Reserve and betting that the macro liquidity cycle is about to flip back into positive territory. And finally, here comes our overall conclusion. When you piece all this information together, this $81.5 million leverage position stands as a stark monument to raw market conviction. It highlights the massive divide between short-term retail fear and aggressive institutional risk-taking. Despite a negative 63% return on equity, millions in floating losses, and a free margin balance of absolute zero, this wallet refuses to hit the exit button. They are staring directly down the barrel of a potential 17% liquidation drop, yet they remain completely unbothered. So in conclusion, this massive trade reminds us that the crypto markets this 2026 are becoming a battlefield for deep-pocketed players who are willing to take catastrophic risk for catastrophic rewards. Whether this whale ends up being a legendary visionary who caught the exact bottom of the June dip or just another heavily leveraged casualty of the market makers, their actions prove one thing: big volatility is coming. So keep your eyes on that 0.922 liquidation level, manage your own risk safely, and let's see who wins this ultimate game of financial chicken. So thank you very much for watching, and this finally ends our video, and see ya on the next one, or you might just as well check this recommended video right here.